Happy Friday! Can you tell my red cheeks? Got done with my chemo, came to the park, ate me a nice salad with some tuna fish on it, and now I'm just going to, I feel tired. I've been feeling tired. Probably lay down, take a little nap. It's been raining. We had a huge storm yesterday. A lot of flooding, but not in my area where I'm at. But the river is up really high. But anyway, all in all, it's a great day. God is good. I love the people at the cancer center. I was talking with a nurse and was telling her that it's special kind of angels that do the kind of work that they're doing. I think all nurses are great, but they're there specifically to help people on their journey of cancer. And they see the good, the bad, and the ugly in it. And they're just really awesome people. Today I want to talk a little bit about, insurance, life insurance, accidental, dismemberment insurance, advanced directive for health care. My daughter, we were discussing because I just want everything ready to go, that I could go on about my life. I don't have to worry about her stressing. She didn't have any of that when her husband passed, and I saw the stress it had put her through. So we were discussing, I was telling her that I have really good accidental and dismemberment insurance. And they don't sponsor me at all, but it's a Minnesota life insurance company. And I was telling her, I'm going to increase that because I do drive. I'm a nomad. And I'm driving every day and several times a day, most days. And then when I travel to see her, it's like 4.5, sometimes 7 hours to get there. I'm in traffic. So for me, it's important to have that coverage in case something happened. My kiddo doesn't have to worry about it. She knows how I want the money dispersed. Her first words is, "Mom, are you not telling me something?" I said, "You just did this last week when I was discussing I want to look for a really good life insurance policy." I thought I had a life insurance policy, and come to find out it was this accidental and dismemberment policy, which is good. It's good to have, and that's why I'm going to increase it. But a life insurance policy. I do not want my daughter to stress over nothing. I want her that if she's going to grieve, she could grieve not over how the heck am I going to take care of mom's expenses. So I just don't want that. And then the advanced directive for health care, that's important as well. Because in the event that something happens to me, somebody has got to make some decisions, and they need to know my wishes, and it needs to be documented. So with this, I'm going to go and get it notarized when I go see my daughter next month. Go get it notarized and taken care of, and she'll get the copy of it, and I'll keep a copy of my files, and then I don't have to worry about that. Another thing I want to do is put her the head of my estate versus a will. If she's the head of my estate, she doesn't have to wait, my understanding, as long to make decisions versus if it was just a will. Can you do both? I don't know. You probably can. I should check into that. But again, I just want to make sure my kiddo does not have to worry about anything. It's not that I have much. What I have is in my van. And I already have the insurance on my van that will pay out. I put my daughter as the go-to for everything. So, I just want to make sure all my ducks are in a row. Then I could go about my life. I did note that with this insurance, the one I currently have, it pays out 100% through the age of 69. Once I reach 70, though, it pays out 50%. So that was something to keep in mind. And they're really reasonable because for every $10,000 on the policy, you pay $1.10 for, let me read it to make sure I'm saying it correctly. So for each additional $10,000 for individual, it's an additional $1.10. I got chemo brain already. A month. And if it's for the family protection, it's an additional $1.65. So the $300,000 policy's $34 and change. And that covers a lot. So, like I said, I want life insurance is really my next one I'm going to get. So increase this one that I have to that amount of, to the $300,000. And then, and they'll pay like if I was to lose an arm or a finger or a toe or a foot, they pay for dismemberment. So, so to me, that's comforting to know there's that coverage. But it just cracked me up. My poor daughter, her eyes just got huge. Mom, and I said, look, I don't want to leave you hanging. I don't want you to worry. I want you to know exactly what it is that my wishes are. And here's the funds to take care of it. You don't have to stress over, how am I going to take care of Mom's, funeral arrangements, how am I going to do X, Y, and Z? I don't know, does Mom want life support or not life support? I'm not an actual representative because it's not documented. So I don't want anyone to be able to come up and contest anything. I do have a younger son, but he's going through some crises right now. And he has been for a while. So for me, my daughter, she's the one who checks on me sometimes 10 times a day. She, even for a quick, hey, just wanted to see how you're doing, and she's just really a good kid. And her and I have butted heads. There was a time we were both so headstrong. She was so much like me when I was that age, or actually a little younger than her. She's now going to be 45, but yeah, I love the relationship that we have. God is so good at doing that, making, especially with my cancer scare and losing so many people that I love to cancer. It's like, man, just don't sweat the small stuff. I don't even sweat the big stuff. It's like, I'm living every day, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that. But yeah, I was curious to see, do you guys have things prepared? What is it that you're doing to be able to get, things easier for the ones that you leave behind that are going to take care of your needs? If you own a home, do you have someone who will be able to be the head of your estate to be able to be there for you and to take care of your wishes? I love it on this advanced directive for healthcare. On it, there's a huge section for my faith and my religious beliefs and what it is that I want. And though I've spoken to my daughter about all these things, it's going to be in document form and it's going to be notarized, and that is what is going to happen. It's important to me that my faith is acknowledged and that I'm treated according to what my faith is, which could be different from someone else. I was surprised, like with the Muslims, they have 3 days from death to be buried. That's important. if people, of that faith, if family members weren't aware of it, you could totally dishonor them and what they choose for their burial. Excuse me. So I'm just kind of curious what y'all are doing. You have tips, tricks. If you know of any good life insurance companies, leave them in the comment. I would greatly appreciate that. And speaking of comments, Ellie, I left a message on one of your videos on your channel, but every time I go to try to comment on your post on my channel, it has, where the comment is, it has a little blue dot, and I'll write out the comment, the response to you, but it doesn't let me send it. So I don't know if it's something on your end that was accidentally hit. I've looked all through my channel to see if for some reason, if I had hit something, and that's not the case, but I'm not able to respond. But I appreciate you so much, and your comments are just so awesome, and I just thank you. But I wanted to let you know that. Another thing about comments, I do my best to try to respond to people. I even sometimes go back to older videos and see there's some comments, and I try to respond. I'm human. And sometimes I'll answer, and then later on someone will comment, and I don't get to it. I will try to do better, though. That I will. So I just wanted to apologize. If anyone has commented on my videos and I have not responded, if it's something you want, like prayer or just to say hey or something, feel free to email me. I'll add my email once again into the description of this video, but, I generally within 24 hours will respond to emails. So I just really appreciate you guys so much. And I just continuously pray for each and every one of you. And I thank you for praying for me. We serve a mighty God, and we are stronger in numbers. So if we could pray for each other, that's a beautiful thing. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to drink a little bit of water, and I think I'm going to lay down and take a nap. Feeling a little tired. Anyway, this is Gracie. I pray for you always. Pray for me. Yay, I love prayer. And if anyone would like to receive, a daily devotional verse or something, contact me in my email. I send out currently about 50 different messages and stuff a day. And I do it in the early morning, and I just love sharing the word, and I love that people share it back with me. So I guess that's it. That's all I got. Like, share, subscribe, always, all that stuff. And remember, God loves you right where you're at. You don't have to change a thing. And no matter what the storm is, it doesn't matter what the storm is. Go to Him. He will carry you through. Brighter days are ahead. This I know. For the Bible tells me so. Anyway, this is Gracie. God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye.